Hello, Vallarta lovers! In Mexico, tips are not mandatory, but it is a good way to say thank you to the people that gave you a good service or if you were happy with their work. And it is best to tip in Mexican pesos or US dollars, since are the easiest currencies to use and exchange. The amount of the tip is at your discretion and should be based on the quality of the service. But there are some standards that we put together in this guide to help you know the basics about tipping in Mexico. Let's get started! Hotels. The bellboy who assists you with your luggage and shows to your room should get tip between 20 and 50 pesos. Bartenders, waitresses, and waiters and room service staff expect a tip of 15% of your bill. Also, depending on the hotel, you could tip the housekeeping staff from 20 to 50 pesos per night. If your room is particularly messy, tip more. It's best to tip daily and not the last day of your stay, since it may not be the same person who cleans your room every day. Some hotels have a concierge, whose job is to help you with anything you may need during your stay. You can tip concierges around 50 pesos per service provided or leave a bigger tip at the end of your stay, directly with the concierge who helped you through your stay. Tipping at an all-inclusive resort depends on the resort. There are some with a non-tipping policy, but there are others where you can tip the person carrying your snacks and drinks at 50 to 100 pesos per day. Restaurants and bars. In most restaurants, it is customary to leave a tip equal to 10 to 20% of the total cost of the bill, depending on the quality of the food and service. In some restaurants, a service charge may sometimes be included automatically in your bill, particularly if you are part of a large group. So double check the bill, since a service charge is the same as a tip. Street tacos are some of the best, but it's not customary to tip street food vendors in Mexico. If your server doesn't come to your table, it's not needed to leave a tip. But if you want to leave one, you can round up and leave a few pesos. When drinking at a bar, there will be someone taking your order like in a normal restaurant, since most bars serve food as well. So you can tip them like in a normal restaurant, 10 to 20% of your bill. And if you are only getting drinks, maybe a 20 pesos tip per round for drinks is well seen. A tour guide. This is another situation where tipping is expected in Mexico. How much to tip depends on the kind of tour you're taking. Tip around 50 pesos for a visit to a museum or any other similar attraction where you have already paid a ticket to get in, and there is a guide there giving you information about a place. For a tour up to a couple of hours with more information and activities, anything from 100 to 200 pesos per couple or a small group will do it. For tours where you had a blast, felt that you learned a ton, and had all your questions answered, and felt like the tour guide went out of his way to make sure you and your group had a great time, a tip can be anything between 300 and 500 pesos per family or a group of friends. Pass! If you just had an amazing massage and left feeling like a brand new person, would you feeling guilty not tipping something? Well, just as an extra thank you, you can leave 10% of the total of your bill, if the massage was amazing and over the top. Supermarkets. When you go to grocery shopping at bigger stores in Mexico like Soriana, Comercial Mexicana, or Walmart, you will find people at the register ready to pack your groceries. In recent years, this has been a job for elderly people, so they can have an extra income. So it is customary to tip this person between 10 and 20 pesos depending on the size of your shopping list. Musicians. When dining out in Mexico, it is very common for local musicians and mariachi bands to play their place, and after a song or two, they will walk around with a hat or a cup for you to place a tip. 5 to 20 pesos is a good tip. The mariachi bands will sometimes come over to your table and ask if you want them to play for you, so they will charge you per song requested. Gas station. When you go to a gas station, there is someone there to pump your gas. In Mexico, you don't have to get out of your car to fill your tank. Someone else does it for you. There are other services they can help you with, like cleaning your windshield, checking the air on your tires, or the oil, and other basic things you might need help with. Gas station attendants are usually tipped 5 to 10 pesos. Taxis. It's not customary to tip taxi drivers, unless they assist you with your luggage, in which case 10 pesos per suitcase is a good rule. Remember that there are no specific rules on how much you should tip. This is just a guideline. If you feel like it and is in your possibilities, there is no limit for a tip. It is a good way to let people know they did a good job or just another way to say thank you. A good tip will always be grateful. So what are you waiting for to plan your next trip to this amazing Mexican destination? Let us know if we can help you to find the perfect accommodations for you. And hope to see you in Puerto Vallarta very soon!